Hey, no, we're not. We're not in trouble. Sorry. Hey, everybody. WLPNOP Chicago 105.5 FM Lumpy Radio. News from the service. I was so riveted in this conversation. News from the Service Entrance Radio Show. My name is Mario. Welcome. Hope you're having a pleasant afternoon. It's a beautiful day, but boy, it's about to suck. It's going to be hot. Yuck.
That's lovely.
I mean, Leslé, it depends on. I can't. I don't have the benefit of walking around and looking lovely like you.
Why not?
Because I can't.
Put on a dress. It's your
No. I mean, well, it would be if I liked dresses, but I don't.
business. Tank top?
No. Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
I still have stage fright because I have tats, and when I used to teach, I made sure that they couldn't see them because I didn't want my kids going, "What you doing with your tattoo? What's that for?" And I didn't want all that smoke, so I just said I'll keep it where you can't see them. But a tank top? Heavens no. The person I'm talking with, by the way, is Leslé Honoré. She is the greatest. And we have so much to talk about Urban Gateways and this book and this new book. And I have questions for her about things going on in the city. How you been?
Good. Should I put these on?
You
Are
could.
we talking?
Yeah,
Is
we
it
talking.
time? Should I go live on the
Do
things?
all of the things and make sure the mic is up close.
Okay. I'm going to push this button here.
Your lovely daughter is here who does not want to be named and won't be.
No, that's her business.
I'm not going to put her out there like that. But my favorite of the three.
Ooh.
Yes. Just so don't tell the other two. Okay.
Oh, she's going to tell.
Don't tell them.
Telling will happen.
So you know, I tell all of them the same thing. Everybody gets told the same. But you are actually my favorite person. You're one of my favorite people for real because you are a hoot. You're her. This is funny.
Yes,
This is your mini you. How have you been?
Good. I mean, I think all of us, especially human beings who are racialized or marginalized in any way, are hanging on by a thread. It's a steel thread, though.
Yeah, word.
It's a tough thread.
Yeah.
But going back and forth between, ooh, I'm tired, and ooh, I can't be tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time we talked, I believe we were in John. I'm sorry, I gave him a new name, John Taco. We were in John Taco's administration then.
Yeah.
And I think the heightened level of blank is much higher now than it was then. And then it was kind of like, what? This really isn't happening. It's all happening now. And it's not just him, it's his sycophants and Stephen Miller and all these things.
Yeah.
You head up a not-for-profit.
Yes.
And in Urban Gateways.
Yes, I do.
And the challenges for not-for-profits right now are extremely high. Not to mention, a lot of these not-for-profits have to pivot and change how they operate. And we all know all the stuff that Doge did earlier this year with all the cuts, some massive cuts to great organizations to literally stop some of these organizations cold in their tracks to not be able to do anything. Yep. How's Urban Gateways been able to survive all this?
So I think first we have to talk about Urban Gateways' legacy. So we were founded 65 years ago by Jessie Woods, a black mother who wanted her kids to have the same access to arts that white privileged kids did. And 65 years ago, there were places we were not even allowed into. So she grabbed her friends, and she did what we do in communities. We say we're going to create something to create some legacy and create space. So Urban Gateway's mission has been the same for 65 years. It is grounded in equity for the arts, creating accessibility, ensuring that every kid in Chicago, regardless of what their zip code is, has the same opportunities to be exposed to, create, heal from art. And we know how powerful art is, which is why it is under attack. Its funding, its accessibility, its voice. Artists are, in my opinion, historians. We capture what we are feeling, what we are seeing, how we are surviving. And there's power in being able to tell our stories. So at Urban Gateways, we're not trying to create the next Beyonce or the next Jay-Z. We would like to help facilitate whole people who have options to express, to see each other. Art is our great connector in our humanity. It translates our language. It binds us. It helps us see each other fully. And when you see someone fully in their humanity, in their culture, in their language, in their food, in their family, it makes it very difficult to hate them because all you can see is the similarities in yours, which is why art is so profoundly powerful and why every regime that has been a dictatorship has tried to control the artistic voice. Every single last one.
Everyone.
So we are doing what all nonprofits, especially art nonprofits, are doing. We are looking to our partners. We're looking to our collaborators. We're looking to how do we link arms? How do we continue to create spaces? We're taking care of ourselves and each other because carrying the weight of doing this type of work and then also being a person who is being affected by this in every other area because of your own identity. We carry a lot.
Yeah.
And so we are fighting. We are fighting in all the ways that we know how and redefining ways that, we hoped we didn't have to resuscitate. And continuing to create and supporting not just communities, but also our teaching artists who do those jobs of bringing their talent and their expertise to people who want to learn and celebrate and be a part of it too.
So with that in mind, and I know you guys do programs in schools, many different schools, not just CPS, but has there been is the demand greater now from CPS for please give us a hand, we need help?
I don't think the demand is greater for CPS because it also has to be paid for. So we are all battling how do we pay for what we know is important and how do we ensure people understand that artistic expression and having access to it is just as important as the other things that we put on Maslow's hierarchy. So paying for it is always going to be a question mark. What I can say is that most recently with Ingenuity and CPS, we recently put out a new art plan for the city and public schools. The new ED of arts education at CPS is an extremely warm and loving and connected, really wanting to lean into community. So there's a lot of faith that there are people and places to affect and know and see and want to do whatever they can to make sure that our kids still have access to being human. Art is how you are human. It is what separates us from every animal.
Absolutely.
Is our creation of art.
You've never seen an animal pick up a violin.
No, animals will make tools.
Yes.
We make art.
Yeah.
And so guarding that is what we're all trying to do.
I'm also curious about particularly organizations like Urban Gateways, Intonation Music, Lotus, just all these organizations that are centered around making sure that young people are serviced.
All my favorites.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My family there. How do we do a better job in this environment of assuring that these young people are being served properly?
Well, I think trusted organizations, one. I think it requires presence. So I've worked with Urban Gateways for many capacities when they were in schools that I worked at. So they were a trusted organization for me. All of my kids have attended Marwin. I've been affiliated with Marwin since 2011. So their team and their process and what they do is familiar to me. It is a trusted extension. And I think we need to start looking at some of these organizations not as just as a service, but they are an extension of our families. They are coming and filling up places. And so being present with our pocketbooks if we can be, being present with our hands if we can be, just going and meeting people, saying thank you to the people who are helping create other spaces for your kids because we see them as our own is also important as well. But to talk about it costs nothing to share, to tell someone, to share a social media post, to bring someone to an event, to make a recommendation, and no check is too small or too big.
Say that.
And in a time where we do not like what we see our government doing with our taxes, before you turn over all of your taxes, turn them over to a nonprofit you believe in.
Exactly.
lower that tax debt.
Exactly.
And give a little bit less to the government that we do not appreciate at the moment. These are donations that you can write off.
Mm-hmm.
And again, no donation is too small or too little. All of them will have a purpose. All of them will go to a need and use.
And I would just piggyback that with it's summer now. School is out.
Mm-hmm.
Is school out?
School is out, baby. School has been
School's
out.
out. I'm just confirming. Confirmed. I can confirm from a person in school that school is indeed out.
School's been out.
I knew something was weird. I'm like, why is it so quiet?
Yeah.
Around here. Anyway.
Everybody's taking a breath.
Yeah, and I want to say that and there are folks who are listening who listen to the mutual aid report that we do here on Lumpin' who may have a kid that is a CPS student or may know of kids who are CPS students. They are still serving lunch and whatnot. They're still making sure that kids get a chance to eat. That's really, really, really huge.
It's very huge.
And it can't be understated how important it is that everybody needs to know that. They have to eat the meals there. Mm-hmm. They can't take them with them. And they probably will want to be inside because it's going to be boiling hot. But they're open every day. And you have a chance every day to be able to make sure a kid gets fed. Didn't want to let that go by. And the other thing that I want to talk about, which I'm a little troubled at how easy this went through City Council yesterday, is the SNAP curfew that is being proposed to give the police power, to give the superintendent of police the power to snap curfew, call curfew if there's an incident. Okay, everybody has to go. It's curfew.
Yeah.
And I'm not. And I heard Mayor Johnson, and I said it at the beginning of the show, God bless him, because I don't get to hear him do that a lot, but he was spot on with all that's going on in the city to bring this up now when we have data that shows that violence has gone down in Chicago.
It has.
Like it really has.
It has.
And that numbers work, people on the ground, boots on the ground work. There has to be a data-driven way that we can find out how to make this not be a thing where you don't have to have a curfew. And he said, I'm absolutely not going to sign it. I will veto it. You're a parent as well as a wonderful person. You're a parent.
I am.
How do you feel about the idea that the police would be able to have that kind of power?
It makes me quite nervous. I'm not only a parent, I was a single mom of 3 kids who've all gone through CPS. My last one is at Kenwood. We got 1 year down. I'm also the daughter of a former police officer. My dad was LAPD for 27 years before he retired. I'm the daughter of a teacher. I'm the mother of a teacher. I am the mother of black and brown kids, of a black and brown son. And I know how the world sees my kids. I know how they do.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be really important that we speak truth. We know if the kids who were downtown, no matter what they were doing, I'm not saying that their behavior was not, their behavior was acceptable. I'm saying their kids, their frontal lobes have not been fully developed. Other people are responsible for them, including people who did not give birth to them.
Right.
All of us.
All of us.
All of
Yes.
us are responsible.
Absolutely.
We know if those kids look differently, we would be speaking about this differently. We would be speaking about interventions. We would be speaking about what we could do. We would be speaking about what's missing in the neighborhoods. And if you've ever been to the neighborhoods on the south and west sides that have been intentionally divested from, intentionally.
It's like apartheid.
You what is there for them to do?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
This is their city.
Mm-hmm.
Whether their parents make little to no money, they're paying taxes on it. You pay taxes when you get unemployment.
Don't pay your taxes and watch
see
what
happens. This is their city.
Yeah.
They also have ownership of the Magnificent Mile and our 15 miles of beaches and our museums and our libraries. That belongs to them too. And we just can't throw up our hands and criminalize children because they don't look like the ones that came from our own wombs. And giving police the authority to call a curfew, in my opinion, whenever they see too many black or brown kids gathered, is a slippery slope. Not only are we over-policed, we know ICE is going to be targeting us.
Right.
So anyone whose skin is not white is vulnerable because of bias, because of racism, because of how we are framed. We have to invest in what the root causes and solutions are. We have to. Criminalizing them are not, it's not going to bring the solutions that we hope. and I say this with all the gravitas I can. You cannot erase blackness from Chicago.
No matter what you do.
No matter what you do, no matter
can't.
what pocket you're in,
Absolutely.
no matter which one of the 77 neighborhoods you decide to live in or celebrate in, you cannot erase blackness from it. And even if you try, it will not make you in any way supposedly safer.
This is WLPNOP Chicago 105.5 FM Lumpin Radio. This is News from the Service Entrance Radio Show. I'm Mario. That's Leslé, Honoré. And we are talking about stuff. I ain't seen you in a while, so you know, I have a lot of things on my mind when it comes to you.
Too.
A lot of things. A lot of things. You're also an author.
I'm is.
You is. Well, that doesn't sound like it. You said it that way.
No, that is our individual command of the language, and you can write now. I tell my kids, you write however.
Let me tell you something.
I'm is.
I know. I've done this thing I'm doing now for 25 years.
Yes, you have.
I know. I've messed, boy, oh boy. I'm so glad that they don't have like outtakes and bloopers of this show. It's bad. You'll hear some before you leave.
I'm sure.
It's still early. You are more, we've had this conversation before about we share a similar way of writing poetry. We're like, what happened? Hold on. Let me write this down. What did she say? Hold on. Let me do this. You've been spot on. People have tried to take credit for your work. Remember that whole thing? I
do.
Oh, that was fun. We were all out there
it was
yelling
beautiful.
at people.
I felt loved. I felt vindicated.
I mean, it's back to your comment about being an artist. The part of the artistry is it's yours.
Yeah.
And when it's not yours, it's either you letting someone else have access to it or them trying to steal it and say it's theirs.
And I give it for free. I'm like, well, I literally post every poem online for free for your healing, for your discussion. You don't have to steal it, and you don't
have to take
you don't have to
for it.
say it's yours.
Yeah.
It's quite simple. The share button is real. It just boop, and then it's easy.
Reminds me of a picture I took of a Silver Room block party, and somebody took I had my name on it. I didn't have a watermark in it because I wasn't savvy. I didn't know. This is years ago, and somebody posted it in a newspaper or something, and I'm like, hey, yo, that's my photo.
Slow your roll.
Either take it down or pay me.
Well, when Brown Girl first went viral, and that's my first children's book, a teacher in New York started doing the poem as words of affirmation, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And NPR picked up the story, and they didn't cite me.
Right.
And it was going like crazy. And so, of course, I called Jessica Gillespie, my dear friend, and the PR handler extraordinaire.
The two of you have ganged up on me before to do things I was not expecting. Go on.
But they were good things. But without her, going and say, hey, just cite her.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'd be sitting here with Brown Girl. Brown Girl is my first children's book, and My Brown Boy as the second.
See, Nemi, can you see this?
That's the second one. Listen, hold on. Get it, ladies' love.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hold on.
So
I can't do one without the other.
You
it's
cannot.
Like, it's mathematics.
You cannot.
There you go. And then this is the new book.
That is.
And it's called My Brown Boy.
Yes.
Hey.
So I just got the F and G's. So for those of you who are not in the publishing world.
I'm not going to keep that.
It's called The Fold and Gather. It's basically the book without the spine, how the book will look. And so that was received today. Brown Girl came out in November of 2024. And then My Brown Boy will be out January 13th of 2026. But it is available online for pre-sale now. And I'll do a post so everyone can see it and feel it.
I have interviewed a Pulitzer Prize winning author who ended up being a New York Times #1 bestseller. You also have been #1 on the New York Times before, am I right?
No, I have not. That is a dream that we are holding. Speak it
I
manifest it.
I think I just did. I think one of the best things about celebrating a new book, and this is weird, I've seen Fold and Gathers before, did not know that was the official name of them, but I've seen them. It's this process, this idea, this thing in your head, you go, no, I'm going to make a book called My Brown Boy. I have to have a companion to.
So let me tell
How
you,
did this all come about?
I didn't. So anyone who's followed me and is familiar with my poetry or is a good friend or a fellow poet know that typically my poems, really since Cheeto's first administration in 2016,
John Taco,
have all been about or catheter Don, how we want
wow,
to say
there was
it.
a catheter
Oh
involved.
my gosh, this is a different conversation.
Yeah.
And not any
Clearly.
shame to anyone who's wearing a catheter,
No,
just shame to a person who mocks the disabled and currently needs accommodations.
Well, he kind of brought that on himself.
But my poetry is typically heavy hitting about experiencing life as a Black and brown person, as a woman. I talk about my ancestors, my lineage. I'm both. I criticize America because I love her so, and it's mine, both by heritage and by blood. So children's books were my dad's dream. He told us stories every night, and I never dreamed this. And when the poem for Brown Girl went supernova, and my inbox was dry of people asking me for dates, but it was filled with the top 5 publishers asking me to make it into a book.
All right, look, stop right there. I don't believe that there has been a time.
Oh, we can talk about that. We're not going to talk about dating. Dry. That is that we don't have enough time to unpack what it's like to date in your late 40s.
Oh, yes, we do. Because,
let's finish talking about the books first. This brings me joy.
Wait till you're in your late 50s. But go on.
But so it was my first editor at Little Brown, which is an imprint of Hachette, who wanted to make Brown Girl into a children's book. And when we met with Farron, my agent was like, "Oh, and we'll send you a copy of her poetry book." And she was like, "Oh, I already got it. And I've already found other poems that I think will be very strong to turn into other children's books." And so when we went with Little Brown and Hachette, it was a 2-book deal. So Brown Girl was always going to be book 1, and it was always going to be followed by My Brown Boy. And so that has been...
this is awesome.
It's one of the dreams that you didn't know you could dream. So where Brown Girl is about representation. It's about... how the world sees brown girls and how we move past that. My Brown Boy, illustrated by Katara Bobo, who is a New York Times bestselling list illustrator. My Brown Boy is about the expectations that we put on what brown boys can do and achieve. And I'll read the first page so you guys can get an idea of what the book is about. And for you too, one of my favorite brown boys.
Thank you. How about that?
That's the cover.
Look at that.
My brown boy doesn't play ball, doesn't dribble or dunk because he's tall, likes comics and dance, books in the pockets of his pants. My brown boy doesn't play ball. And so it goes through the book talking about art, and our brown boys are allowed to cry, and the world sees them as if there is a grenade in their skin, and how we love them and how they grow from that. So this was inspired by Bubba, who is a big guy, did not play football until he was in high school, and that's because one of his coaches literally wrangled him from the halls. But Bubba grew up going from Little League baseball practice to ballroom competitive dancing practice. His wife will thank me.
He's a bad man.
He is.
That dude is no joke.
I think just like unfair expectations are put on Black and brown girls, Black and brown boys are often seen through this lens of hypermasculinity, this lens of them only being able to achieve in sports, this lens of, them being, both Black and brown girls and Black and brown boys are adultified. They're seen as older, as less innocent. And then having lived through Tamar and Trayvon and Eric, and just the litany of brown boys who were killed just because they were brown boys, that was a lot of inspiration for this book. And because brown boys are also joy. And there's something very, very special about boys' joy.
Indeed.
And how to help them hold on to that into adulthood. So those are these 2 books, and there's one more coming out. So Brown Girl was inspired by Sage, an experience I had with her. My Brown Boy was inspired by Bubba, my son. And then the last book, so last year around May, somehow, some way, Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson's team found my poem, If You Raise Free Daughters, online. And she read it at Spelman's graduation.
Oh, when you say Spelman, all the bells in
Listen,
Chicago
and
start ringing.
my phone blew up. I had so many family there, and I was like, did she say my name right? In the audience was Morgan Stanley's VP of DEI. They reached out to my agent. They licensed the poem for a video they were doing for their Women's Summit, then met with me, had me come out and do the poem and do like a mini TED Talk about the journey from mom to author. Made a great video. We showed the video to my publisher. And so the third book, inspired by Scarlet Rose,
That's my people
will
right
be
there.
my third children's book. And I lovingly say everyone has a book inspired by them. So that's one less thing they'll be able to tell the therapist about me. Easy peasy. Everybody has
You
one.
figured this out. Look at you.
Listen,
That's funny.
I like being fair.
Yeah, I appreciate and I'm sure
afraid.
that they do too.
I have fear. So I try to keep home as fair as possible with receipts.
Stay away from the therapist. Keep them off pole. You've done your job. Well, not stay away from the
No.
therapist. If you need therapy, get it.
Get it.
Just don't put me in it.
As
If you can help
Oh,
it.
I know I'm going to be there. I just need some things to balance. I need some
dig?
things to balance
This is
the
funny.
mistakes.
Yeah.
And we can't go in with, she wrote a book for my sister and didn't write nothing for me.
I know Scarlett a little bit. I'm acting like she's not in front of me. I know she would absolutely be like, so, you 2 books, huh?
All of them.
So you wrote a book, huh?
All of them. I got to figure out a way to do something for the dog.
Yeah.
Just so his spirit from the other side of the Rainbow Bridge isn't mad.
Oh, you will. You will. I am most proud of you, as I always have been. There's not been a time that I haven't been. I really, really am hopeful that this book exceeds the success of your first one. There's so much work to do, and you're doing it out here on these Chicago streets and in the U.S. and all around the world, and nobody deserves this more than you. And congratulations on the new book.
Thank you, love. Thank you.
And thank you for bringing the person who didn't want to be on camera or on the microphone.
Listen. No,
one of my
that's not her
favorite people.
job. She's just rolling because she loved me.
And also, not for nothing, I see great things happening for you too. So I'm excited. I can't wait. I don't know what you got planned, but I know it's going to be grand. I cannot wait to see what you do. That's going to be so much fun. Watching you guys grow up in the time I've known you all has been fascinating. Bubba is big enough to play for the Chicago Bears, and he's like, I'm good.
No,
I don't need to do it.
Living his best life, being
Sage
a
is out here-
professional e-gamer.
Making stupid. Anyway, Sage is out here teaching the children.
She is.
It's a beautiful artist herself. Just
Absolutely.
It's so cool, man, to watch all you guys do your thing.
Well,
and if anybody wants to throw me a themed birthday party, you know what I'm saying? My birthday is in 1 month from today.
Oh, I did. We gotta work something out.
I'd like to wake up to some kind of fabulous other world in the house I live in.
We'll work
whose
on
birthday
that.
was last?
Sages.
Sages.
Yeah, Scarlett's
That's what
not
I
till
saw.
August.
That's right. You're a Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sage's last one was what was Sage's last one? House Moving Castle, House Bedroom. That was
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You know we're big. We're big.
I
everything
know.
nerds.
I've seen these. I want that for me. Boy, just to wake up in like a Formula One race car, a real one, that'd be great. Thank you.
That's good to know. But I just
No, an actual one. I mean that I could turn the thing and drive away.
I don't do good at scale. Whittle. We can get you some Hot Wheels. We can make a cake that look like a.
I promise you, I am never going to turn down Hot Wheels, no matter how old I get. I'm with it for some Hot Wheels. Leslé, Honoré, thank you, man. You're the greatest. I'm so glad you came down today.
Thank you for having me on here. For anyone who's listening, you guys can find me lots of places.
Yeah, you're all over.
I'm on the social media.
She's got an accent mark over the E on both E's.
I'll be at Blackstone Library on Saturday.
Hanging out,
reading to the babies, kicking off a summer reading for Chicago Public Library. So Brown Girl will be there. Brown Girling. The goal is to hit all 81 of the libraries up.
There you go.
That honestly is the goal. It's to stay present. But find an artist, support one,
For sure.
listen, share, play some music, go see a play, go to the ballet. I'm just
for
saying.
real. Do something. Support the arts. Support the arts in our city.
In our city, you don't have to go anywhere.
No.
And every weekend is something magnificent. Go on DK's website. Oh, Mario.
Yes.
Before I leave,
Sure.
did I tell you about the great honor I had?
No.
I had a great honor.
What's that?
During Blues Fest.
What happened?
I got to read the proclamation making June 8th Mavis Staples Day in the city of Chicago. You can't really tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
When Reverend Avery Aura Young?
Yes.
So I did not see your part. I turned into the broadcast as Avery is finishing.
I was right after Avery.
I'm like, oh. And then I know. Really? I watch
Yes.
it. It's on the internet.
Right after. I'm still pinching myself.
I can only imagine Mavis Staples did that thing. That was such a good show.
None of us say from 11 years old we've been given to the world.
Look, no, not like that.
Not like that.
Not like
Not
that.
like that.
She's Mavis Staples is the one.
Again, it's a good reminder how art got us through other times, and it will get us through now.
I'm going to quote the words of Kahil El-Zabar, we will get through this.
We will.
We will. We just will. We will get through it. It's going to be wild, though, so brace yourself. But we will get through this.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no way we won't.
We have better tools now.
Say that. And we have the future. Thank you. Sorry to put all this on you. Fix it. Get it fixed. Leslé, thank you.
Thank you. I love you so much,
Oh,
Mario.
that's so kind.
I'm going to come back.
You should. You should. I need you to. All right, everybody. Leslé Honoré, her new book, My Brown Boy, and her current book, Brown Girl, are available where books are available. It's, what time is it? It's 17 minutes after the hour, even though that clock says 18. This is WLPNLP Chicago 105.5 FM Lumpy Radio. Don't forget about Through the Years, the cross-generational conversation that we will be having during What's Up this Saturday. Yours truly and my friend Edna have a story. There are 5 stories. It's going to be great. And if you're interested in Subversion Summer Camp, boy, the Lumpin' Knights are out here doing it. coprosperity.org. This is WLPNLP Chicago 105.5 FM Lumpy Radio.